The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-rhymed them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Gonna get up and after it this morning. Going to get after it, guys. I think something's going on here. It's not letting me share my screen here. Hold on. We are having StreamYard problems, y'all. This is not letting me share my screen. There we go. There we go. Now we're back. What's up, Ken? Good morning. Good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. It is Monday. We're gonna get after it. StreamYard's already cutting up on me. I've been having StreamYard problems, man. But it's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it moving here. So Monday morning, guys, we're getting ready to move this market forward. See what we have going on this morning, see what the market's doing, see what kind of news we have swirling out here in the world, see what's good, what's bad. So we're getting ready to get this week started off right, though. I'm telling you, I just have a feeling that this is going to be a good week. Good, Ken. I'm glad y'all all good, man. I'm glad y'all good over there. I hope you're making some money, man. Hope you're making some money. Let's see here. All right, now we're back. StreamYard just keeps cutting up on me, Ken. Yeah. So the pre-markets don't look bad today. I mean, they don't look great today, I should say. You have the S&P in red, the NASDAQ in red, and Dow is sitting in green. Bought XRP over the weekend. So would you get it at, Ken, right around like 51 cents, somewhere in there? That's about where it was sitting this weekend, about 51 cents, somewhere in there, I think. I don't think it dropped down into the 40s. I didn't see it drop down into the 40s. But 50 cents, not a bad move, not a bad play for XRP. I thought we were gonna get something on XRP. Something like that, 45 pounds, 45 pounds for more for me in UK. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so about 50 cents, somewhere in there, about 51 cents. But yeah, I thought we were gonna get something last month on XRP as far as a judgment, but we didn't get anything. Still early though, still early in April. Think we might I think we're getting close. All the talk is that we're getting close. All the signs is that we're getting close. I don't know what that equals to in US dollars though, but from what I seen this weekend, Ken, you probably got in around 51 cents, 52 cents, somewhere in there. It stayed there all weekend long. So but yeah, I think we're gonna get something soon. All signs point to something coming out pretty soon for XRP. So I think it's coming. I think, for those of us who have been holding for a long, long time, we're just been kicked back waiting for this to go ahead and resolve itself to some extent. I think the only thing we're looking for, though, we talked a little bit about this before, Ken, and I think the only thing that we're looking for right now is whether or not they deem XRP a security or a commodity. Everything else that they're looking to make judgments on is really irrelevant to the trader, right? It's really irrelevant to XRP. It's really irrelevant to anything else, right? It's really that security or commodity thing that we're waiting on, because that's the only thing that's really going to affect our trading strategies and where the price movement goes. So if we can get that sometime soon, I think you'll see XRP make a move. You'll see that crypto really make a move to the upside. So just hang on, Ken. It's coming, brother. It's coming. You'll be happy. I think my thought is that you'll be happy with that purchase. But yeah, something else that everybody needs to watch, just for their own pocketbooks right here, guys, is oil prices surge 5% after OPEC suppresses output on oil, guys. So the OPEC nations are going to stop drilling as much. Kind of expected this. They usually do this in the summer months. Their stock's been down a little bit. If you look at the oil and gas stocks, they really kind of been hurting a little bit. So cutting back on actual drilling and oil production is a way to increase the value of that stock. And this usually happens right around summertime every year. So it's really not a shock, but they're doing it a little bit earlier this year than what they usually do it. So, get ready to pay more for everything: gas, food, anything that needs gas. Get ready to pay more for it, and that's pretty much everything that we deal with. So, I said mine 3 years ago, but been keeping a close eye on XRP since, and felt the time was right. Yeah, I mean, Ken, the time is right for XRP. I think we're gonna hear something quick, man. I think it's coming. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get anything in March. I thought for sure March was going to be the month, but it's coming. And we've been sitting on it for so long that, or in your case, been watching it for so long that I don't think a couple more weeks is going to kill us, right? XXI, what's going on, brother? I see you. I seen you this morning. Seen your video. But yeah, so the pre-markets aren't looking too bad. I mean, they're not looking great, guys. The S&P's in red, the Nasdaq's in red, the Dow is in green. But like for your own pocketbooks, keep this in mind, guys. Oil production, they're cutting oil production. The OPEC nations are. So everything that deals with gas, which is about everything in the world, whether you get your food from a truck or you're flying or you're driving or whatever, the price of gas is about to go up a lot. They do this, like I said, they do this every summer, but it's a little early this year, and it's strictly because their stock price is down. Oil and gas stock prices are getting smashed. I hope they wait to release the news on XRP. Need more XXI. We always need more, brother. We always need more. We never have enough, man. I don't know. Like I thought for sure that we would get something in March. All signs were pointing to us getting something in March, but it didn't come out. So hopefully soon, within the next couple of weeks, we'll get something. Like I was saying earlier, I don't think the only thing we need is whether or not XRP is a security or a commodity. All the rest of what they're fighting about really it's irrelevant to the trader. It doesn't really mean anything. So we're just that's what we're waiting for. That's what we need. We need that. The fear and greed index sitting in greed. It should be. Bitcoin's performing well. Sitting in greed for weeks now. So and it makes sense because Bitcoin's performing well. Bitcoin's sitting right. Well, let's go up here and look at this market cap. There's market cap sitting at 179 billion. That's way up from where we were when we finished off on Friday. I think we were right around 1,150 something billion on Friday. So, another 20 billion came into the market over the weekend. You can kind of see that in the price action of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually up from when I first looked at it this morning when I got up. About 4:30 this morning, my time. It was sitting right around that 28, low 28s, like almost to 27. I think at one point it did dip down to 27.9. So it's starting to rebound a little bit today. Yeah, you see the little uptrend right here, a little bit right there. So yeah, I mean it's starting to come up a little bit this morning. Ethereum's sitting. Ethereum has been getting real comfortable at 1,800, right around that low 1,800 level. It's been getting real comfortable there. Every once in a while, you'll see it drop down to 1,790 something, but it's getting real comfortable and building a nice line here at this 1,800, high 17, 1,800 marks. Building a nice number there. BNB is been hovering around this $312 to $318 range all weekend long. I was kind of hoping that it dipped down below this 300 range, but it hasn't. It hasn't dipped that low yet. So I got my eye on BNB right here. But as you can see, it's trading almost straight sideways. So got my eye on that BNB. We'll see what happens. Dr. Rob, good morning. Getting on the bike, taking a ride around the neighborhood, riding around the hood. Be careful out there, man. Careful out there, Doc. But yeah, so Ethereum sitting really, really comfortable around this 1,800. It's starting to really build a good line of support right there. And that's actually a good thing for Ethereum right now, to be there. Dogecoin sitting around 7 cents. We don't really talk a lot about Doge. I was reading an article this weekend and I couldn't find it again, and I'm gonna dig it up and maybe I'll do a video on it about Doge. You know that the United States government is holding a huge amount of Dogecoin for some reason. They're holding a huge amount of Bitcoin and a huge amount of Dogecoin. And that all came out like this weekend. Why they're holding Doge, I have no idea. It doesn't make a lot of sense why they're holding on to a huge amount of Dogecoin. It makes me wonder what else they're holding on to. Like, are they holding on to Shiba Inu? Are they holding on to some of these other top cryptos? And why are they holding on to them, right? Why is the United States government holding on to these cryptos? I don't know. I was reading a story. I mean, and when we're talking about a large portion of Doge, I forget the actual number, but it's a big number. I gotta find that article again. Polygon sitting around $1.11. It's doing well, building a nice support between the 109 and 111. Polygon sitting there. It's waiting to take off. Polygon's gonna wait to take off. It's gonna take off. It's gonna move, man. U.S. government U.S. government is the biggest whale. Yeah, I that's what I was reading, that the government is actually the biggest whale in Dogecoin. I don't understand it. Like Elon Musk coming out pushing this thing as the people's token. I don't understand how you can have the people's token with the government owning a large portion of that. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. SHIB, SHIB not doing too bad. SHIB's holding up. Shibarium, it's in testnet. But I'm telling you guys, when Shibarium drops, it's going to be huge. There's over 200,000 wallets that have connected to the Shibarium block testnet to go ahead and test this out. So, man, Bone and Shib are about to do really well when Shibarium drops. Shibarium's going to be the place for everybody to go buy their shit tokens. I'm telling you, a bunch of people are going to we all were wondering, like, who's going to give Ethereum a run for their money when it comes to crap tokens and meme tokens. I think it's going to be Shibarium. I think Shibarium's going to launch a bunch of these lower cap meme tokens. It's going to be the place where a bunch of people just launch their crap tokens. I think that's going to be Shibarium's claim to fame, which is okay with me because you got to use Bone to launch all of that stuff. And I hold a lot of Bone. So, I'm cool with that. And everybody's got to have their niche, right? So I think Shibarium's going to be that spot. Don't sleep on Stellar, guys. It's sitting at 10 cents right now. When you look at this line of support right here that is getting at 10 cents, it's a huge line of support. I bought in early. So I'm way under this 10 cent mark. But Stellar is building a massive level of support at this 10 cent range. Don't sleep on Stellar. Stellar's been steadily on the uprise for a little while now. Making True Money, man. Good morning. How are you, man? I hope you are well. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going good for you. Thank you for coming this morning. I've always lowered I love Stellar before I knew about XRP. Yeah, I own a lot of Stellars. It's in my top 10. It's in my top 5 bags of what's in my wallet. It's in my top 5. I've been really impressed with Stellar making True Money, and I'm into Stellar for a good chunk of change. But the majority of my Stellar I bought around that high 6 cent mark to 7 cents. But so it's doing well, but man, is it ever building a nice level of support at this 10 cent mark, which I love to see. You have XRP building a great support at that 50 cent mark, and you have Stellar building a great level of support at this 10 cent mark. Two of my bigger bags, not my biggest bag. XRP is top 2 in my bags, but Stellar top is definitely in the top 5. So nice to see. You'll see that these ISO coins too, guys, are really starting to build great levels of support. HBAR is another one. I don't think XRP, this is one that I know I don't have enough of. I have to get more. And I've talked about it a lot on here that I have to get more. But you see this thing just climbing up the charts. It is moving up the charts slowly. It's not a rapid move, but it's already up to what is that? The number 30 crypto, right? This was all the way down, probably 40, 45 not too long ago. It's just kind of steadily moving its way up the charts and making slow gains over time. It's up 17% though on the 7-day. 17% it's up on the 7-day. So yeah, I kicked myself because I seen this at 5 cents not too long ago, and I was like, I should get some, and then I ended up buying some more Bone. I should have went ahead and pumped my HBAR bag up a little bit, but definitely have to get some more HBAR. I think we're going to see an ISO run, guys. Everything's setting up for an ISO run. XRP, HBAR, Quant, they're all good plays. Algorand, they're all good plays. I think if you look at the price action on them, we're really kind of setting up for that ISO run. It looks like to me. We covered Aptos here a couple times, guys. I don't particularly care for the blockchain itself, but I know the amount of money behind Aptos and who's involved with Aptos when you start to read about it. And this thing's been hanging in there quite well. It had a little bit of run over the weekend up to like $13. I bought into Aptos at launch and then ended up selling out when I doubled my money. But if we dip in the market, the market will dip. I'm telling you, the market's going to dip. At some point, we're going to get a dip. I may go ahead and reinvest in the Aptos just because of the people behind it, not because I think this layer 1 blockchain is going to do anything special. So that, take that for what it's worth, guys. Chronos doing well, holding that 6 to 7 cent line. Just kind of going down through some of these cryptos over the weekend and how they performed. Algorand, doing okay, performed well over the weekend, not too bad. Algorand, guys, I have Algorand on Coinbase, and it was because it was an auto stake. Like, you didn't have to do anything, right? You just had to hold it, and then you automatically got APY. You didn't have to stake it. You could sell it anytime you want. They just gave you an APY for hanging on to it. They since discontinued that on Coinbase, obviously, because Coinbase is getting sued. They went ahead and discontinued that auto stake. So if you have Algorand on Coinbase just for the auto stake, which I know a lot of people do, it's no good no more. So Quant 125, guys. Quant is doing its thing. It seems to just be hovering right here around that 123 and 125 mark. Quant's going to be huge, I believe. Going to be a big one. Quant's going to be big. You're going to want to own Quant. But, yeah, this market cap is looking really nice right now. This global cryptocurrency market cap is looking really good right now at $1.179 trillion. Looking really good. Pumped itself up over the weekend. So, it looks like we could be setting up for halfway decent week. So we'll go ahead and look at our bubbles on the day. A lot of red on the day. So that means that the overseas markets didn't really like cryptocurrency that much, which explains why when I was up at 4:30 this morning, Bitcoin was sitting in that low 28 to 27.9 territory, but it's starting to come up a little bit now. So it's starting to do its thing a little bit, starting to creep back up. And we'll see what happens as the morning rolls on and the American markets start to wake up. The overseas markets didn't do us any favors. Drill down into the hourly. It looks to be about the same. Elmo. Good morning, Elmo. Good morning, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I know you got to get out to work here pretty soon, but I hope you're doing well. The overseas markets didn't do us any favors, and it looks like as the American markets are starting to wake up a little bit, nothing's really turning around and changing. Elmo Hex is up 0.7% on the hour. So Hex is in the green. It's up 0.7%. So you're not doing too bad this morning. You're up. So good morning at Elmo. At Elmo, making true money at Elmo. So yeah, I mean, we gotta wait. The American markets is a little early for them really to make an impact one way or another on this market. But we'll see what happens as the morning rolls on. You see XLM sitting down there. It's up 1.4% on the hourly. And we just talked about that. So XLM's doing its thing. It's out here doing its thing. So, you guys know a lot of us are MMAI investors. We hold bags in MMAI. So, I wanted to kind of let you guys know that South Korea is really getting ready to be a really big player in this Web3 thing. And you in other cryptocurrencies and businesses are starting to see this. And you see Alchemy Pay right here raises 10 million at about 400 million validation to they're pushing Alchemy Pay in South Korea right now. They're looking to expand to South Korea. They're looking for about a $400 million investment to expand to South Korea. So, these markets, guys, in these Asian markets are huge. And you're starting to see more and more people really start to move to these Asian markets because of one, the volume, two, the number of people, and three, the innovations in technology that's taking place out there. While we're as Americans and Europeans sitting here fighting amongst each other and acting like fools, these guys are actually, these other nations and these other countries are actually pushing their technology forward. And you see Alchemy Pay, they're getting ready to drop $400 million in for their South Korean expansion, guys. You're not dropping $400 million to expand to a country that you don't think is going to be profitable. XRD. Making true money, XRD. Yeah, I did some research on that. I got to go back and relook at that. It's one of these ones that I think it's got to get on my short list and move up a little bit higher on my short list. I did some research on it. I looked at it and got to go back and look at it again, making true money. Because when I first looked at it the first time, I really liked what I seen. I really liked where it was headed. I really liked what was going on with it. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and give it another look. I'm not a buyer right now. I'm really selective in this market to what I'm buying. But I'm gonna start to become a buyer real soon. But pay attention, guys. These Asian markets, they're starting to really take off, and South Korea is at the forefront of technology, and they're really pushing technology, as you've seen from the president that came and visited Ennis Labs in the school over there. They're investing a lot of money in their infrastructure, their technology, and what they're trying to do over there. And Alchemy Pay is getting ready to cash in on this, man. It's like $400 million. So, that's a lot. I want to hit on that in a minute. So I want to share with you guys a little video that I was watching in regards to Binance. In this whole situation that's going on with Binance. Let me see if I can get the right tab up here. Because Binance, it's got itself in a situation that's a 50-50 situation, right? And it's like, where are they going and what are they doing? And what's the effect that this is going to have on the cryptocurrency industry if Binance has all of these problems, right? But I'm not opposed to Binance having the issues that they're having. I think that Binance itself is actually in a good position. And I'll explain to you why. I think that Binance, because it's being sued by the commodity side of the government, I think that Binance is actually going to be able to make the argument that they're a commodity based on them guys, the commodities inside suing them. I think they're going to be able to make this argument that they're not a security. And I think they're going to end up paying some fines. They're going to end up paying, paying for some things that they probably didn't do correctly, right? But I think at the end of the day, Binance will come out better for this, just because I think that they'll be considered a commodity. I can't sue. I can't sue Binance in Texas. I can't use Binance in New York either. Actually, making true money. I can't use Binance in New York either. But I think this has a bigger implication than just where you can and can't use Binance. I think the implication is if Binance is considered a commodity, then why wouldn't all the rest of the cryptocurrency exchanges be considered a commodity? And I think that's what we're going to see the fight be at the end of the day. That's what we're going to see. So just go ahead and listen to a little bit of what these guys are saying, because I found it to be interesting. It's 7 minutes long. I'm not going to play it all for you, but you can hear on the first two speakers the argument for and the argument against whether this is a good or bad thing for Binance.
Lawsuit against Binance by the CFTC, claiming a wide variety of things. We got a response from Binance under CZ's byline today.
XXI, let me know if you can hear this.
Right off the bat, I will say it is not a very convincing rebuttal of the CFTC's claims. And the pull quote that we put in our headline here kind of sums it up, where he says that it is an incomplete listing of facts, which when the facts are the various evasions that you've done against the law and you're saying they didn't get all of them, not necessarily a great way to put your rebuttal. And there are a few other nuances here where Binance does something that it has done before, trying to slightly misdirect, in my opinion, rather than rebut. And so, not inspiring confidence on that front. We did also have the head of the CFTC appearing on CNBC this morning, saying basically what they had said in their press release yesterday, that there was clear evidence of attempts to evade criminal controls. And having read parts of the 50-plus page suit, that certainly seems to be the case. And I will point out one last thing, and then we'll discuss. CZ also took to Twitter to post his famous "for" in response to the CFTC charges. That is FUD, right? And he may not have figured this out yet, but he will eventually figure out you can't just call a 50-page charging document FUD and have that make it go away. So I don't know if the strategy is playing out very well so far here, but what are your thoughts, Will and Wendy?
Wendy, take it away.
I kind of want to say that this is a nothing burger. And the reason why is I'm not saying that CZ is innocent. I'm not saying that Binance is innocent. All that I'm saying is being a retail investor, watching all the predatory practices of these 3-4 letter agencies, the way the government's acting, the way our public servants are acting towards crypto, it doesn't really make me confident in them pursuing charges against any of these companies. That's not saying that these companies didn't do anything wrong, but I'm starting to really, really lose faith in our public servants and our judicial system here. Also, too, CZ and Binance, they've operated, I believe, and Will, correct me if I'm wrong, or David, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was summer of 2020. You were not allowed to trade on Binance anymore if you were a U.S. citizen. They literally blocked people. So they got the notice from the public servants, said, Americans can't trade here because you're offering these types of products that we only offer to super rich people, which are the accredited investors. So you can't trade here anymore. And you were forced to use a Binance US account or trade elsewhere. I was one of those people. I used to use Binance. So they did comply with laws and regulations. Then we have their crime department that has also been complying with the CFTC from what I've heard. And I think at this point, what's going to happen is they can go after CZ and Binance all that they want, but what's really going to happen? Are they going to arrest him, or are they just going to pay a fine? I personally think that they're probably just going to pay a fine and settle, because they're not even operating in the U.S. and they don't even want to operate in the U.S. The only body that they want to have in the U.S. is Binance US, which follows the current guidelines that are given to us by the public servants. However, we still don't have clarity from the SEC. What is a security and what isn't? And now we're seeing the CFTC and the SEC fight over this case because they're indicating that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin are commodities against, which is contrary to what the SEC said.
Yeah, I think you said.
So you can hear the two arguments, the one for and the one against, right? So when you look at that and you hear what they're saying, I agree with what the girl's saying, right? I agree that, you know, Binance has, you know, they're compliant with everything that they've been asked to comply with, you know, and they've taken people off the exchange that were in the United States. They've taken them off of their global platform, made them go to Binance US. They've complied with everything else. And one thing that she said that I found to be interesting is that people are losing confidence in the system as well. So, you know, so like, how can you believe what you're hearing? And that's kind of where I fall out too. I want to see the information and I want to see the actual documentation between CZ and the CFTC, because I think that there's more to this story than what they're leading you on to believe. So the guy, you know, that spoke first, that is saying Binance is wrong. You know, I mean, he makes some valid points, but I don't know if his points are, you know, when he's talking about CZ's rebuttal about they haven't uncovered everything, you know, they haven't looked at everything. They're only looking at it from the lens of what they want to, and how that's a weak argument. I don't think so. I think it depends on what they missed, right? And we're going to find that out as we move along. And I think I think that this is going to be a good fight, and I think I'm going to get my popcorn ready, because if CZ can prove, one, that they didn't do anything wrong, and two, that they're a commodity, this sets up every other cryptocurrency exchange to go in and fight the SEC to say, you know what, if Binance is a commodity, if Binance US is a commodity, and guess what, I'm a commodity too. And that sets the tone. So Binance too big. Binance is too big. Binance is too big, and that's why they're going after him, Dr. Rob. That's why this is happening right now, because Binance is so big that they scare the hell out of other countries. Lena, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Lena. Good morning. MMAI family. Yes. So I you know, I tend to agree with what the girl's saying. I tend to agree with the fact that, you know, we're losing confidence in the United States is losing their credibility, basically, when it comes to fighting these cryptocurrency projects. They're actually losing their credibility with the people, with the American people, which means that, you know, these legislators and senators, if we do it the right way and people really stand up for what they believe, since they're losing their credibility, there's a way throughout the world to change this, and that's through your vote, you know. And you know, we got to hold these guys accountable, but there's no doubt that they're losing credibility. But I think that the lawsuit is actually beneficial to Binance. The fact that commodities are exchanging them, I mean, the commodities are the Commodity Commission is the one that actually suing them. I think I think it's actually a benefit to Binance. I don't think Binance really gives a crap whether they got to pay, you know, $1 billion or, you know, $500 million in fines. I think that's irrelevant to Binance. They have so much money that's irrelevant. What's relevant is exactly what they're saying. Are they a commodity or not? So I think that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, Lena's up and at it this morning. So, you know, we go ahead, you know, we're looking at this American market turning itself around a little bit. I think starting to see a little bit more green fill in on this chart as the American market wakes up. Overseas markets didn't do us any favors like we talked about earlier. They really didn't. But the American market's starting to wake up, starting to pump Bitcoin up just a tad bit. Ethereum's trading sideways just a tad bit. So not too bad, but I'm going to dig that article up this morning that I was reading about Dogecoin and the United States government being one of the biggest whales in Dogecoin. And we know through the weekend, too, that the United States government owns a huge amount of Bitcoin. But why the hell are they holding on to so much Doge, right? And why the hell do they even own Doge? So, I'm going to dig that up because stats. Stats are, I know we have 1,997 watch hours. That's a great year. 1997. That was a good year. And as far as subs go, we're looking at 767. So we added some subs over the weekend, a nice number of subs over the weekend, nice number of watch hours over the weekend. I did notice that YouTube was way behind on uploading their updates. So me and Wadi actually talked about this last night. YouTube is like days behind of uploading their updates for watch time. And it seems like they give you a little bit of watch hours every day, and then they hit you with a big chunk every like 3 to 4 days. So, and I noticed that the last update on my YouTube studios was like, the last big one was like a couple days ago. Did Elon say he wanted Doge as payment to fly that rocket? I think he said he would take Doge, but I don't think that was the payment method. Rob, I think we're higher than what YouTube's showing right now. I think we're going to get a mass upload pretty soon. I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I don't understand why the United States government owns so much Doge. I mean, they're one of the biggest whales. So it's crazy that over the weekend, we find out that the United States government owns a ton of Bitcoin and then a ton of Doge, right? What else do they own in this top 25? I mean, do they own a lot of Shiba? Do they own a lot of Polygon? Do they own a lot of Solana? And why, right? And we found out that the European nations are holding on to a lot of Bitcoin as well. So why are these nations holding on to all this crypto, but at the same time, turning around and rolling out CBDCs as well? Like something doesn't make sense. Like something doesn't add up. Like if you were to tell me that the governments were holding a lot of Bitcoin, XRP, Stellar, things like that, I would say, okay, well, that kind of makes sense. Them are payment processing cryptos, so it makes sense for the United States. It makes sense for, the European nations and every other nation to hold some, right? But why the fuck are you holding Dogecoin? Why are you one of the biggest investors in Doge? In shit. So are we gonna find out that you're one of the biggest investors in SHIB too? Like this just doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna find that article. I'm probably make a video about it. Where's some type of home in Austin, Texas that that have Dogecoin. Oh, that's funny. Is that for real? Making True Money? Is that for real? Ken, I think Elon was creating hype. Elon's always creating hype around Doge. Elon is Doge's biggest utility. Why not rule at the top of boat? Why not rule at the top of boat? I don't know what that means. I'll tell why. I'll tell why, Daniel. Next bull market, Doge will do all-time high due to Elon. I think Doge will get back to all-time high, but why the hell is the United States government holding on to so much of it? That doesn't make any sense. Like but I guess, I mean, if they're just looking to turn a profit, that's okay. But I just I don't. It just doesn't make sense. FedNow, of course, out this week, doesn't it? FedNow comes out in July. It's going to launch in July. Making True Money. That's funny, man. That's funny that that's actually true. Yeah, where was both CBDCs and crypto. The FedNow is actually going to run. If you go to the FedNow page, it'll tell you exactly who's on that page, and they're going to release it in steps. I believe the payment processing is going to be the first step. And what's crazy about that FedNow system, guys, is what you guys got to realize is, like, MMAI has been talking about this for a long time, right? That blockchain is much bigger than just cryptocurrency, right? And when I spent some time on that FedNow. I spent some time on that FedNow system this weekend, looking at the actual approved businesses that were on there and what they do. And a lot of them are payment processors, a lot of them are banks, but there's a couple of blockchains on there that do not have tokens associated with them. And so just keep in mind, as this FedNow system rolls out, that it necessarily doesn't need a token. A blockchain doesn't need a token attached to it in order to operate. And I think this is where a lot of people miss the boat, is they think that blockchain technology is solely built around cryptocurrency, and it's really not. Blockchain technology is its own technology, and you don't need a token to run it. And there's a couple on there where they're not cryptocurrency, blockchains. They're just blockchains. But they did go through, and they did say that you have to be ISO 222 compliant in order to get your application approved, to be approved for a FedNow. And so you're going to see, I think you'll see more of the ISO blockchains listed on there as we get closer. But obviously, it doesn't make a lot of sense for FedNow to list them on there right now, because it's just going to spike the price. And what it is each business, like if you're a bank, right, you go on there, you pick your vendor that you want to use, you make a contract with your vendor, and you and your vendor, make arrangements for how they're going to roll that out, right? So the federal government doesn't have a lot to do with who you pick. So you can pick any one of them 102 vendors on there to perform different actions for you. And this is where I think that quant is going to be the main driver for FedNow. And this is just my opinion, not financial advice, not my opinion, none of that. But in order to bring all these blockchains together, you have to have interoperability, which means blockchains have to talk to blockchains, right? And unless the federal government sitting on technology that they haven't released to anybody where somebody can bring all this together, Quant's the only one right now that can scale up and do that. So we'll see. Maybe the federal government has another technology or a different technology company that's doing the same thing as Quant that's not tokenized, but we'll see. But right now, Quant is all that we know that can bring all these blockchains together to talk to each other to settle payments, right? So maybe they're sitting on something. I don't know, but if Bank A is using blockchain A and Bank B is using blockchain B, you can't settle a payment unless blockchain A and blockchain B can talk to each other. So you have to have somebody that sits on top of that to bring that together. That is also why what you got from me, True Money. That is also why Hedera will be good with the Hedera is making moves, man. And Hedera is HBAR Hedera is actually getting more and more integrated with the governments as well. Actually, Hedera itself is getting ready to put on a symposium, workshop, whatever you want to call it, with the United States government. So Hedera is really starting to make its way into that side of the landscape. Seiko, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well, Seiko. Timsky, man, I haven't talked to you in a minute, man. How are you? Good morning, brother. Glad to see you up. Where the hell you been, Timsky? Everybody saying what's up, Seiko. Doc, Timsky, work account, what's up, guys? All right, hey, go make that money, Timsky. Go make that money, man. But that's why I think a lot of these ISO 2022 tokens. I mean, I don't think that they're done with FedNow. They're gonna add to it, but just think about this: like, what would happen if FedNow came out and said our two blockchains are gonna be Hedera and XLM, right? It would literally spike the price of them two cryptocurrencies to the moon, right? So they're not going to do that right now. I have right. I forgot you're on your burner account. Two accounts. You always kill me with them accounts, Timsky. I forgot you're on your burner. So think about that. Like that. This is probably one of the reasons that that FedNow is sitting back on what blockchains they're going to use, because they're not gonna spike the price, because let's say that they do decide to allow HBAR and a couple of these other ISO blockchains on there. The last thing that they want to do is spike the price before the people that are using them has a chance to go in and make these purchases that they need to make in order to run the blockchain. They're not going to do that. Morning, MMAI family. Good morning. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning. I'm glad you're up. Speaking of MMAI, guys, we've been through some of the market stuff. I want want to get into something else when it comes to MMAI. So I want to share with you guys a little something. I want to share with you guys my man XXI Gaming putting out a video about the game and him playing it, guys. So go ahead. This is real live game action, guys.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies close.
I'm on that Machiavelli, I'm feeling like Tupac. All these eyes on me, got each other too block. It's just me against what I'm feeling great now. If you hustle with it, then you push your tools up, yeah. I came back like resurrection. No weapons formed against me shall prosper, I'm counting blessings. Still I rise, you can't death me. Machiavelli.
So as you guys can see, man, that's live game action from the MMAI game, guys. That's not hype. That's not somebody coming in here saying, you know, hey, you know, we're gonna drop you a 5-minute, you know, demo on Real Engine 5, and then we, you know, we're not gonna see you again for another 6 months with another demo. Yeah, he was staying alive, Dr. Rob. He was doing his thing. Or great editing. No, I'm taking it that he was staying alive. But that's not that's not somebody dropping you something that says, here we go, and we're not going to see you again for a little bit. And this is the best you're gonna get, right? This is somebody that's really, playing the game, showing you the graphics, showing you the run through of it, showing you what's going on, and really keeping, everybody up to date on what's going on and how well this game is. And this game is, with the graphics and the gameplay, is by far one of the best games that I've seen on the blockchain in general, let alone cryptocurrency game, but on a blockchain in general. So I'm telling you, this is real. It's here. It's not going anywhere. I might know a guy. A guy could do a lot of gameplay. Gotta talk to Awesome about that, man. Timsky. Laughing out loud. Facts Daniel. Truth in the details. Yeah. And this is real gameplay, and is it perfect? No. Is it 100% ready to rock and roll? No. But when you see the graphics on there, and you see what's going on, and you see, people actually playing this game and really actually being able to get feedback in the graphics and how it's laid out in the real life gameplay, you can't deny what's in front of your face. I just had a spam in I just had spam in game. That's funny, man. That is funny. You look good. Yeah, it does look good. And I'm telling you, man, like people don't know, but if you pay attention of what's in front of your face, don't listen to what anybody else says, right? Don't listen to what I say. Don't listen to what Doc says. Don't listen to what Augie says. Don't listen to anybody. Just look at what's in front of your face. That's all you have to do. And then come back and listen to what we have to say. And then tell me if what you see matches what we say. Doc, you're gonna see that kill too. Yeah. You got a couple in there, I think. At least you didn't put out a video like Crypto Lounge where Crypto Lounge got shot in the buttocks. You know, Crypto Lounge died because he got shot in the butt. Q2 and Q3. Yo, the second half of 2023, I think, is going to be MMAI's year. I'm telling you. And Doc's got a space, and we're going to talk about that today at 12. We're going to talk about that today at 12 about Q2 of this year and where MMAI is going. You know, you guys better stay tuned. There's a lot coming. It's in that tweet that it's in the game. True, Daniel. Yeah. Thanks, Doc. But yeah, so I mean, when you guys look at this, like I'm telling you, like, don't go listen to me. Don't listen to me first. Go do your research and then come back and listen to me. Listen to Doc. Listen to everybody else, right? And I know you guys see that ticker that's going across the bottom of the screen that says, you know, this stream is sponsored by MMAI. That's up there because it has to be, right? Because I have to protect myself, right? But whether or not the stream was sponsored by MMAI or wasn't sponsored by MMAI, I'd be telling you the same thing. And I can't say that about a lot of other projects. You know, if you see that ticker going across the bottom of the screen that says this stream is sponsored by, or this is a promotional video by, I actually just did a promotional video this weekend. And I'm telling you right now, like, I'm not going to tell you the exact same thing that we're talking about now. You take that for what it's worth, but that's just how it is. But, you know, whether or not that ticker, when it comes to MMAI, whether or not that ticker is going to cross the bottom of the screen or whether or not it is or it isn't, it is completely irrelevant to what we're talking about at this moment when it comes to this project. So when we look at the price action, 303573, I hope you guys didn't play a Doc and not DCA your way down when we were at 3.4s this weekend. I hope that you guys picked up some more MMAI at 3.4 this weekend and not playing a Doc and sitting back and chilling and hoping and living off of hopium. Told you that this thing was going to sit comfortably right around that 3.5 range, right? From 3.5 to 2.9 is a stretch, right? It legitimately is a stretch, right? Why is this on the 4 hour? I don't want it on the 4 hour. I want it on the hour. So this thing's a stretch going down to 2.9 from 3.5, right? I'm still waiting. You gonna miss out, man. Lena, Doc about to miss out. Somebody better talk to him. Let's go. Let's go to the day. Let's go to the day. Elmo, you better come get him. You better come get him. You better tell him. It's not going down like that. So here's the day chart, right? So let's talk about where 2.9 is, which is roughly right up in here, right? This is about 2.9 right here, somewhere up in this area right here, right? we'll call this support line right here 2.9. Really it's at 3.1, right? 3.1 is kind of the next level of support, right? When you look at MMAI. But look at all the support that's been building around that 3.5 mark, right? When you pull this thing back and you look at that 3.5 mark, which was launch price, guys, and you keep going back through this chart, yeah, we had our big dip. And if you got back to launch, if you look at like between 3.5 and 3.4, there's all kinds of support there. And this is the day chart. Like if we really drilled this down to the hourly, you would really see the level of support. Huge stretch. Yeah, Q2, Q3 gonna be crazy. How you gonna do Doc like that, Lena? Because I'm trying to help him. He gonna miss it. Ken, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to Doc, man. Don't miss it, Ken. Don't miss it. Ladybug, good morning. How are you? How are you, Ladybug? We about to wrap things up, guys, here in a minute, but I don't know, Ken. You better reevaluate your strategy. Hey, everybody. Welcome Ladybug to the chat, everybody. Welcome her. She good YouTuber too, man. Make sure you go check Ladybug out. She's a good YouTuber. You know, don't sleep on Ladybug. I don't think we have that amount of I think we're going straight to the upside, Lena. Wait till Q2 happens. That's all I'm saying. I'm filling up my bags. Elmo, I know you are. I hope, Elmo, were you smart enough to get that 304? Either one or two. I know Elmo was. All we need is DBS. Yo, that's so true though. That's so true. Still driving. Elmo's still driving. Don't get an accident, Elmo. Don't get an accident. But that's so true, Doc. Doc, that's crazy. Oh no. Robertson, Jesus. But Lena, tell me he's not wrong. Lena. Seiko. I'm definitely buying up MMAI next week. Next week, waiting for the blockchain to release. I'm working on bag number 4, guys. I did get some. Good man, Elmo. You a good man. But there, Rob. Lena, you talk about me putting people on blast? Like, Rob, listen, I don't even know. Yo, that's what everybody's thinking, but nobody's saying it. But that was hilarious. Doc's confidence. Doc's conference call after the live. We need to pray. Yeah, you guys gonna need to pray. But yeah, you guys look, price action is good here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Q2, Q3 gonna be serious business. At every moment in time, there's a time in every project, right, where you either take care of business or you start to lose confidence, right? And 2023, the second half, I think you're going to see a lot of business start to get taken care of. I think you're going to see a lot of things start to roll out. A lot of things that have been talked about for a long time start to come into fruition. I just showed you one of them. I just showed you one on a live video. I showed you somebody that's actually in the game, playing the game, real life game action, XXI Gaming, in the game, playing the game, live action, having fun, doing what he does, and playing the game. And there's a lot of things that are about to, we talk and we talk and we talk, and a lot of projects talk, right? And then, we've done a great thing by putting out betas, right? And we put out the betas. Well, we know that Pure Wallet's going to production, because we have to get it to production to get to Apple. So you're going to get this soft launch of the production, and then you're going to get production 2 where it just changes the game, right? And then, you have your marketplace coming out. That marketplace is going to be bigger than just everybody talking about minting their property on the marketplace. If the marketplace was only about minting property on the marketplace, that thing would have been rolled out. It's bigger than that. It's about renting your properties. It's about minting your properties. It's about renting your properties. It's about in-game purchases. It's so much bigger than just that one tiny piece that we talk about, that everybody's so concentrated on, which I understand why they're concentrated on it. We got money invested in this thing, right? So, but I think a lot of what we're talking about, you're going to see in Q2, Q3. Blockchain's coming out, at least in May, when we open up these headquarters, you're going to hear about the blockchain. You're going to hear about what that's going to do. You're going to hear more and more about it. You're going to see that beta come out this summer, at least a beta come out this summer. Layer 2 blockchain. So, when you look at it, guys, we're going to end the year on a run. If your bags ain't packed now, I'm not saying that this thing's going to take off and go crazy. But what I'm saying to you is there's a lot coming utility-wise. You make your own prediction about what utilities do for a project. Daniel, what's your thought? What's your thoughts on getting paid to play MMAI? You are pretty soon you're going to be able to mine, so you're going to be getting paid. I think that's what you mean. We need to get this tweet out. We need to get this tweet out there for Daniel. Yes, please, guys, give me a tweet. Go to Dr. Rob's Twitter. I've retweeted it, I believe, unless he put another one out there this morning about getting the watch hours and the subs. Tweet that thing out, guys. We're gonna give away. I'm gonna wrap this up. This is usually how we wrap it up. So I'm gonna give away $750 in a giveaway if we can monetize this channel by April 15th, or at least come close to April 15th. We may extend it if we get close. We're gonna give away $750 in probably USDT, maybe ETH. But we're gonna do it into 3 lucky subscribers of $250 a piece, and that's courtesy of Dr. Rob. is going to donate $500, and Elmo is going to donate $250. That's how we're coming up with the $750. And we're going to give $250 away to 3 lucky subscribers. We'll pick them here live on the stream picker, the StreamYard picker, and then we'll pay them out that day whenever Google actually sends me my official monetization. But if we can actually get the hours and the subs by April 15th, as soon as Google sends that out to me, we're going to take care of that $750 giveaway, guys. That's a big giveaway. And 3 people are going to be $250 richer. XXI, that'll be huge. Yeah. We're going to start mining, guys, inside the game, but make sure you guys, go grab that tweet. I retweeted the last one. You can go to my page, you can go to Dr. Rob's page, retweet that. Make sure you're telling people to come and sub. It's about playing VR. Don't forget, our game's gonna be mobile as well at some point. Don't forget that. We're gonna be the first metaverse that's actually gonna be on mobile devices. And I don't think VR is out of the question. Actually, I think it's exactly on the table. So, I mean, obviously, if you listen to what's being said, I think VR is definitely on the table. Yeah, that clip is from the video I'm dropping soon. All right, XXI, you let me know when you drop that video, tag me in it. You already know. I'll do that, Daniel. Appreciate it. No. I will do a Daniel. I'll do Daniel space soon. Oh, we gonna do a MySpace soon? All right. But listen, so here's what we got going on today, guys. We have space, noon, Q2 talk for MMAI at noon. Dr. Rob's gonna put that on. Be there, guys. Be there. Be ready to talk. Be ready to listen. Be ready to understand, and be ready to understand that not everything could be clearly laid out for you, but read between the lines, guys, and look and see what's going on around you. Know what's coming. Know that a layer 2 blockchain's coming. Know that the game's coming. Know that the metaverse is coming open. Know that the Pure Wallet itself, which is the key to all of this, the Pure Wallet, will be dropping production so that we can get it on with a soft launch, so that we can get it on Apple Play Store. And then soon to follow that will be production 2, which will come out with a whole new interface and everything else that they're already working on production 2. Well done, XXI. Yeah, XXI knocked that out, man. So understand what's coming your way, and understand that a lot of this stuff is already in production. A lot of that stuff is ready. A lot of this stuff is ready to go. A lot of this stuff just needs to be buttoned up a little bit before it's actually pushed out. So Q2, Q3, man, and I would even say pushing into Q4 is going to be absolutely phenomenal year, guys. So pay attention to that space. I'm assuming Dr. Rob and Austin and them guys are going to get into it a little bit. We're going to talk about it. We're going to figure it out. We got our headquarters opening up in Cali in May. Dr. Kim will be in the States in May as well. So be prepared for that. He's not coming over here just for a photo op, guys. Like that man's coming over here to take care of business. So, be prepared for what he's got coming our way in May. So, with that, guys, I'm going to be out this morning, but I'm going to tell you, it was a great stream this morning. I really enjoyed getting ourselves back into this thing, first thing on a Monday morning, and getting ready for the trading day. Trading day looks like it's going to be a little up and down, but don't sleep on this MMAI project. at all, guys. Don't sleep on it, because if you wait too long and you're hoping and praying that something's gonna happen, unless a couple people decide to bail out, may not happen. May not happen for you. So the best thing to do is DCA your way into anything, and MMA is no different. But really, guys, tune in today at 12. I'll see you guys at noon. Dr. Rob space. Make sure that when you get in that space, we give Lena a hard time, and try to make her hour and a half as difficult as possible. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. Appreciate your guys' time. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys at noon, and I'm out.